Hello, welcome to the 199 Unlisted podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. Usually wearing clothes, wearing my PetSmart shirt. I saw people complaining earlier that um, in Massachusetts, the governor signed a bill where abortion is legal, like the whole term. Like you could be 9 months pregnant. Sorry, it's so funny. We used to joke about this, but um oh, this is great.
Thank you.
Guy, you remember how many years ago was it? We were talking about when Roe v. Wade got banned or whatever, dismissed or overturned, whatever word you want to use. Now, when Roe v. Wade got overturned, it didn't ban abortion, but the media, lied and said, it was being banned because, um, left-leaning politicians could use abortion as the only thing they can run on, so they wouldn't have to talk about real issues like, the economy, the border, and that's what every left-wing politician did. They just talked about abortion as healthcare. But the problem is, when they overturned Roe versus Wade, it didn't ban abortion. All it did was put the abortion laws, it put it in the state's hands. So instead of being a federal, nationwide law, it was just, your local law. It was just state by state. So each state, they could flat out ban it, or they could go, the first whatever 2 months, or the first this, or the first that. And there were a lot of politicians going, well, the Democrats are just going to make it so you can have uh, abortion on the ninth month. And then, if you're listening to the show, I was, going, oh, yeah, like, you can have an abortion when the kid is 6 years old. And and then there was all these clips of Democrats going, "Oh, we're not gonna make abortion, legal on the ninth month." And then they would be asked, "Okay, well then when is the latest you can have an abortion?" And they're just like, "Well, no, we just want women to have abortion be legal," and that was their answer. Like they would never say how long they had, and so like the Democrats would be like, we're not gonna have 9 month abortions, and then like this isn't the first state, but so they actually do have late term abortions, but you know when the kid is like 7 months old, like 7, 8, and 9 months old, not all, but at 7 months, most babies can live outside the womb. I mean, yes, they are small, but if taken care of properly, obviously, they can survive. Like you might have to put it in an incubator, but I'm just saying they are fully functional at 7 months. Like everything is, there, but they are very small. Uh, but I'm saying like with modern medicine, a 7 month old baby can live like very easily in eighth 8 months. Yes, eighth at 8 months they probably don't need the incubator, but 7, 8, and 9, your baby's guaranteed to be good, as especially with modern technology. So if you're having an abortion where the baby could live outside the womb, I don't understand why not just have the baby, or if the whole thing is you don't want to have the baby. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other options. Like, what if like 7 months in, a woman's pregnant and she doesn't want the baby? She's like, just I want a C-section right now. Take this out of me. I'm done. And then like just never see the baby. Never see the baby again. Oh my God. But see, here's the thing, like, okay, this is obviously a feminist movement. The governor, the can't talk, the governor right here, she is a childless lesbian. Okay. And all of these women, I want to say, and you can go to Fox News on X and look for yourself. Okay, I don't need to read this to you. I don't like to read this stuff to you. I just like to show you where it is. You can go do it yourself. I don't get people who the only thing they do on their YouTube channel is pull up an article done by someone else and read it, and that's their content. Like I don't understand. Oh, I do understand when it's a hot chick though. But anyway, so when you go on this and look at the women, you can tell that these are all women who don't have children, who aren't going to have children. Like these are probably college educated women. And so what happens when a woman goes to college? She is, I don't know the percentage, but she is less likely to find a man to have kids with because her, her standards go up because usually people with college degrees make more money. And so a woman with a college degree is going to make more money usually than a man that doesn't have a college degree. And women, a lot of times, most of the time, want to date a man that makes more money than them. So the more money the woman makes, that's the less amount of men she has to pick from the pool of men. So like these women, obviously college is left leaning, so they're probably feminists anyway. Men, men really don't like feminists because they're toxic, they're annoying. So these are all women who are never gonna have a baby, who are never gonna have to worry about getting an abortion. You know, so it's just weird that women who are never going to need an abortion are the ones pushing for abortion. And then the women that are having kids, like you'll never well, at least I've never seen a woman with 4 kids fighting for abortion rights. Like I've just any family, any mom. I've just never seen a mama three in a abortion protest march. It's weird how it's always women who aren't gonna have kids. And here's the thing: it's like the reason why I don't care about this is because if you have a woman who's pregnant and wants an abortion, but not because of something bad like the baby's gonna be retarded or Muslim or whatever. She wants the abortion because that's her form of birth control. You know what I mean. If it's for that reason, or if it's a reason like I don't want my baby to grow up in America, whatever. You don't want that woman having a kid anyway. Like you don't want those genes in our gene pool. So like all these women right here, imagine if all these women were pregnant and had the kid. Do you want them raising a child that's going to be in our society? Like you don't want their genes to live on. And so the way I view abortion, it's like natural selection. Like end your crappy bloodline, you know? It's so I'm all for it. But the problem is because there's two sides of this. Obviously, I don't want a politician in office who thinks it's okay though. So I'm okay with people getting rid of their babies because I don't want those people breeding anyway. Because people who people who get abortions are people who shouldn't have kids anyway. I think that's totally natural selection fixing the problem. The same thing with gay people. The reason why people are gay is because they weren't meant to breed. Okay, and like the more crazy gay they are, so you can go into the trans thing. I want as many trans people out there as possible because that is a walking red flag to people of the opposite, gender to be like, okay, I'm not having kids with this freak, or I'm not gonna date this person, So it's it it's a good thing because those people aren't gonna breed. So even though, it's disgusting or whatnot, you want stuff out in the open because the more stuff that is out in the open, the more sane people can go like, okay, I'm gonna stay away from this. Okay, so it's kind of like I see both sides. It's like I don't want it around. I don't want to see it. I don't want it in our society. But at the same time, I want it out in the open so people like me, people like you can see it, can avoid it, can do things to make sure, it gets quelled in our society. Because see, the more these people exist, you know, the more they're going to be ostracized because the average person, even though they have, they're probably not going to have kids, but the average person, even people who aren't going to have kids, are going to be in relationships because like if you look at our population, we're declining, we're not growing. Even though people aren't having kids anymore, they're just disgusted by people who want to have an abortion at 7, 8, 9 months because everyone's held a baby before, everyone knows what a baby is. And so like, it's a living thing at 9 months, obviously. So for someone to think it's okay to kill it, that's crazy. But what does that do? Stuff like this only helps the Republican Party because they're more like, let's don't murder babies. And I rather have someone who doesn't want to murder babies to be in charge of like national issues because that person's more sane. That person's probably not into Satan because in even I'm not religious, but if I was, I would be like, oh my god, this is satanic. Because I mean, isn't this like sacrificing baby? Like it's so weird. And then the woman, I forgot her name, the woman who founded Planned Parenthood. The reason, like, I saw an interview of hers, and she said the whole purpose of Planned Parenthood was so minorities, poor people, and people of low IQ would would not breed because it helps society to only have, you know, middle class to rich, educated, white people to have kids. And so you don't want like, poor white trash. You don't want blacks, you don't want Mexicans having kids. So that's why you have Planned Parenthood. And that's why they're mostly in poor areas. And so think about it like, if abortion was illegal, the black population in America would be 24%. It's 12%. Like the a number of black women who have abortions is one of the highest. I believe the last time I saw some statistics, so you have to do your own research, but the last time I saw statistics, over 1 million black babies are aborted every year. And then someone was doing the math and they were saying, well, if abortion was illegal, black people would have a double their population in America. So I'm just saying, like the woman who founded Planned Parenthood, her plan is working, because the population is dwindling. But see, the goal is for them to have, really, 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 really rich people, and then people living in the sewers. Or, obviously those people just breed out. Those people just won't exist anymore, which is looks like we're on the way. But anyway, I don't know why. I just don't understand why so many people are offended by this. I mean, I'm assuming because it's the internet, they're just trying to get engagement. I can't be blamed for this because I never get engagement. I'm making this video for myself, but I've just seen so many channels talk about this, and I mean, I don't know if they're really mad because you don't want these people having kids. Like these are the people that you want to have. Like these people elected a childless lesbian as their governor. So so I mean, I don't want the population of what state? Massachusetts. Okay, so obviously, you know, mostly women and libtards voted for this person, but once again, these are the people you don't want to have kids. So I mean, I think this should be celebrated, but there's people going, "Oh, it's bad," but and also another thing, because everything's political. They're probably trying to push this out in the ether, so when the general elections come up, people associate aborting 9-month-old babies with the Democratic Party. So this will make people not vote Democrat. Because see, the problem is in very liberal pockets of America, everyone's living in a giant echo chamber. So everyone in here probably thinks everyone else thinks, yeah, abortion at 9 months is cool. But the average American, and once again, I don't know where they get these statistics from, but um, just on different news stations I've seen, they're like 80% of Americans think late term abortion is wrong. They think it's murder. So if this one issue is something that is really pushed out there to associate the Democratic Party with, that can win an election in certain areas. Like a state that could go either way. Maybe the one difference is, oh well, if a Democrat wins, we're gonna get 9 month, you know, we're gonna get retroactive abortions. Like your kid's 20 years old, abortion, and then what's to stop it at 9 months? What if you have the baby and then abort it? Just like put it on the put it on an altar, put it on a satanic altar. What if women start getting pregnant just to have abortions at 9 months because you know it's kind of hard to hide these are Satanists, okay? And I would not be surprised if there was a satanic abortion clinic. I wouldn't be surprised. God, I could see this getting really out of hand. Like it's not already out of hand, but anyway, I think it'd be really funny to react to that adult baby diaper girl because since we're talking about abortion, let's talk about or react to another one of her videos. This is Cub. We reacted to like one of her videos before because remember the first adult baby diaper person that we were reacting to deleted her channel. I'm not saying it's because of me, but a lot of people who I've reacted to have deleted their channels, which is kind of weird. But anyway, whatever.
Hey up babes, bigs, and everyone in between. My name is Cubby, and today we are going to be reviewing this onesie from Land of Genie. So first, let's get a sneak peek. Looky loosey.
Why is she talking like that? Little Lucky Lucy. We went from aborting babies to pretending you're a baby when you're, I don't know, 24. I have no idea how old this chick is, but she, um, you know how people can look different ages. So like, she could be 16, she could be 30, but she has tattoos. I'm assuming she's early 20s. But anyway, think about it. Do you want her having kids? This chick, okay? This chick is probably standing somewhere here in the back of this, okay? Probably is. Anyway. Oh, this is called Land of Genie onesie review. This was published a year ago. It has 6,000 views. It has one comment. I don't know how there's only one comment on a video of 6,000 views, but anyway.
This is the pattern. Go. It's got little raccoons on them.
Why is she talking like that? You're 24 years old. Stop. Dude, she's those soulless eyes. What happened? Jesus Christ. Oh man. This is harder to stomach than the 9-month abortion thing.
Raccoons and red pandas, I think these are, or just orange raccoons. I guess it's up to you. And some stars and some paw prints. Pew pew.
This is kind of like what's it called in like Korea or Japan, like they go a geo. I forgot what it's called. Like where they try to act all cute and it's cringe. This is the same thing. It's cringe.
Okay.
The music.
So first I'm gonna say that I ordered a medium. No, I ordered a large, and I am about 5 feet 7 inches tall and about like 165 or 170 pounds. And it is a little bit long for me. Like long ways, it's long for me.
Public schooling. Definitely went to public school. I can totally tell. This is big. I bet you this person has a boyfriend. I bet you she's married. You remember the first girl that we were reacting to? She was married. And then we saw her on it was some kind of HBO, like, like Unique Love or Special Love or whatever. And it was, if I remember correctly, she was, acting like a baby, whatever. And her boyfriend took her to the park and she was playing on the swings and the merry-go-round, but it was like the one for like little kids, but she's like, 30 years old, whatever. And then you remember uh they said it wasn't sexual, and then we found out they had an OnlyFans page. I love it.
Um, but other than that, I would say it fits pretty well. And you can see where it's long in the bottom. You can see kind of it sticking out a little bit. Sticking out the bottom.
Oh,
Okay. Hi, edit.
oh, whoa, you scared me. What is wrong with her? What happened to her? Seriously, what happened to her when she was 6 years old that made her 20 years later do this? And this isn't something you start on a whim. This is something she probably dabbled with around, like, I don't know what age, you know, 17, 18, 19, and then like fully committed around 22 or something.
Here, the onesie does look different if you're not wearing a diaper versus if you are, like
Oh,
that
okay.
excess fabric in the bum.
Okay.
So I will put some footage up of what that looks like.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Thanks. Now I feel seen because I don't wear diapers and I was really wondering, well, how am I gonna fit into this onesie? Because I don't wear diapers. She acknowledged me. Are you fucking kidding me?
And then let's see what else.
Oh god.
Let's see.
She has notes. She has notes. She has notes about her baby diaper onesie. Oh god.
I got my notes here about what I want to
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, so the other thing that I wanted to mention was the arms are a little bit tight. I'm not very like muscly, but I do got a little jiggly in my arms. And they do feel a little bit tight around the arms. So if you are very muscly or you got big arms, maybe size up or think about that when making your purchases.
She really needs to work on this baby accent. Like you gotta fully commit or just be normal. Because it's like stepping in, oh no, pulling it back. It's really creepy. It's really creepy because you sound like an adult trying to lure a kid into a van. That's what you sound like.
Whew. Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, it's got three, three snappies. Let's see. Three snappies.
Oh, what? What? Oh, you're killing me. Oh my god, you're killing me. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is comedy gold. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love the internet.
Here, one, two, three, and they're plastic. And I do feel like plastic snaps are a little bit harder to unsnap and a little bit more fragile when you're unsnapping. I'm not.
Well, see, I think an adult should unsnap those for you. So you'll be okay.
I did it. You. But I do feel like they're a little bit more fragile when you're unsnapping them, but they're a little bit easier to snap by yourself if you're just a little baby.
But you're 24 years old, so you're gonna manage, right? Look, she has two pacifiers on her. And then she has a, oh god, whatever controller that is. It looks like an Xbox controller. So she has a pink and white Xbox controller, and I bet you the only video games she has are like the Barbie horse game and the Bratz doll game, probably.
Let's see. What else? Oh, and there is no tag on this, like sticking out. Let me see if I can show you.
I believe
There
you.
is no tag poking me, and I really like that. I hate it when tags poke me.
Cut them off.
What the heck? I'm not leaking, am I?
Oh no. What? What did you do? I'm not leaking, am I? Jesus Christ. We gotta play a adult baby diaper drinking game. And every time someone wets themselves on camera, we gotta drink.
Oh, good. I'm not leaking. Okay. Phew. But
Wait. So she Oh my god. So she's doing this with a wet diaper. Oh my gosh, she's filming this video with a wet diaper. The nerve, the audacity, the I quote the fucking hubris. Are you kidding me? That is diabolical. I mean that is okay.
I don't really like it when tags poke me, so I really appreciate that there's no tags on this brand. And the material is very soft and very stretchy.
Okay, see, she's talking normal and it's good, but it's creepy when it slides back.
It's got a lot of
Stop.
stretch on it. Let's see, what else? I think that's it.
Dude, I can see the notes. There's like 5 lines. Come on. You needed notes for that? You needed notes to What's wrong with people? I know it's hard to believe. I actually do prepare for these videos. I'm not I know. You're like, you do? And I go, what am I gonna talk about? I know, because it sounds like I'm just making it up, but what am I gonna talk about? Okay. You don't see me with notes. Because never mind. My bad. She's a baby. Of course she needs notes.
Thank you everybody for watching. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this content and want to see more of it. For more padded content, go ahead and check out my JFF. Thank you.
For more padded content, go look at my JFF. Is that like OnlyFans for babies or something? I think that's OnlyFans for babies. What the hell does JFF mean? Dude, I gotta find out, but I'm not gonna find out on this video, cause boy. Okay, people. I know that was kind of cheeky of me. I uh talked about abortion and then reacted to a girl who's an adult baby diaper lover, enjoyer, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. This is for my entertainment. You have a have a good Monday. Have a good Tuesday. Have a good Wednesday. Have a good Thursday. Have a good Friday. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.